do this and burn 3 times as much body fat as ever. Do this after a workout and you burn 3 times this amount. What's up, guys? It's Anthony from AB Fitness Center here with another episode for you guys. Today we're going to talk about a little tip that I like to tell everybody in order to burn 3 times as amount of body fat, and doing this post-workout is going to make all the difference. So a lot of people are going to think that there's like a big, huge secret in here, and there is. It might be a little common sense, a little outside the box of where we normally talk about, but simple fact of the matter is there are some things that you could do that do actually help you to ward off hunger, ward off extra calories you might be eating, and ward off the extra body fat that sticks around. So if you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe. And I want you guys to comment below and write some things that you do after a workout. I want to know what other people do after a workout in order to aid fat loss and try to burn more fat. So I'm just curious what you guys do. So you guys can comment below that. So let's get into this. So what is this thing that you should be doing after your workout in order to burn that much more body fat? Very simple. Now, I want to preface this by saying that this used to be a thing way back when. So way back in like the 90s, it sounds like a long time ago, but like late 90s, early 2000s, they used to have this myth that said like, after your workout, if you don't eat anything, your muscles are just going to fall apart. And basically your workout went to crap. And that is further from the truth now. We all know that science tells us that, your muscles aren't going to fall off if you don't have anything immediately after a workout. But with that said, the tip that I'm going to give you guys is you have to consume protein. All right? So there's a little tip here. So I'm going to tell you guys why it's important to have a post-workout shake, okay? You don't have to have protein. I guess I should start by saying that you don't have to have protein, but there's a reason why I recommend having protein. There's a reason why I've been doing it for 15 years. There's a reason why Pete's been doing it for about the same time. The reason being is because protein is vital for building and maintaining muscle. So this is what 1 pound of muscle looks like, so you can see what it looks like right there. All right? 1 pound of muscle. So in muscle, and when you break down muscle, so every time you exercise, you actually break muscle down. And you break it down into something called amino acids. So every time that you exercise, your body breaks down the muscle and puts amino acids into your bloodstream. Now, after a workout, you want to try to replenish those amino acids as fast as possible. And this is where the myth came in. They said, like, if you didn't eat anything, your muscles would fall off, you'd lose muscle, and there was something like a post-workout window. That is no longer true. We know that to be false. But it still does happen. Your body still does break down muscle tissue, and you still have amino acids floating in your system because your body had broken that muscle tissue. So in order to help rebuild the muscle that you broke down during your workout, you want to ensure that there's ample amino acids in your bloodstream in order to help the rebuilding process. So this is why protein powder is essential post-workout, because it's going to provide your body with the most complete source of protein immediately after a workout, putting more amino acids into your bloodstream so your body says, wait a minute, there's enough in my bloodstream now, I could stop breaking down muscle tissue. Now, most people, you can eat protein after. There's a couple things you could do. You always want to make sure that you eat something after. Even though that's been proven not to, there's reasons why. So let's start with, I explained the myth to you guys about it, that people think that you have to have some post-workout meal, otherwise this is going to fall off and whatever. But protein, like I said, gives your body those building blocks to build more muscle. But remember, every time you consume protein, your body has to heat up a little bit to burn it off. So you actually get a calorie burning effect from having protein. So for every 100 calories of protein that you consume, your body burns off 30 of those calories, give or take, from digestion alone. So not only are you going to be helping to facilitate muscle growth, and again, when I say muscle growth, I don't mean like looking like a big meathead, but you're going to facilitate the rebuilding process, okay? And as we know, muscle burns calories throughout the day. So not only are you going to facilitate that, but also you're going to get a calorie burning effect from having protein post-workout. The reason why I like whey protein post-workout, I guess I could put that there. Yeah, it kind of blocks everything. But whatever, neither here nor there. The reason why I like whey protein powder post-workout is because, one, some people have sensitive stomachs, and having liquid after their workout will help hydrate them, and it's easier to consume. Most people don't consume enough protein on a daily basis, so having their protein via liquid form after a workout will help them get that amount of protein that they need in, okay? But in addition to that, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have that thermic effect of food where your body's gonna be breaking down and burning more calories just to digest the protein that you're having, right? So, like I said, it's easier. Liquid protein is easier to have after a workout, just in case you have a sensitive stomach. It gets into your bloodstream a lot faster, okay? And again, if you're having trouble hitting your protein intake, doing 2 scoops after a workout is really, really easy to do without feeling like full and sluggish, okay? The other benefit of having protein, and this is why I recommend eating immediately after a workout, is because it's gonna ward off hunger. So after you work out, you burned calories, you worked out hard, maybe you hit a new record on your deadlift, or maybe you did something new this time in your workout, in order to be not as sore. You're gonna be a little bit hungrier after workouts, it's normal. You exerted yourself. It happens all the time, after a workout, especially if you're in a calorie deficit and you're trying to lose body fat, you're gonna be more hungry. So if you have a meal immediately after, especially one that's full of protein, and like I said, whey protein powder is your best alternative because it gets to your system a lot faster, it's gonna ward off hunger after. Protein takes longer to digest, okay? Remember, like I told you, that thermic effect of food, you're gonna burn an extra, for every 100 calories of protein, you're gonna burn off 30 of them just from digestion. So your body's gonna be fuller longer from the protein. So this is a little strategy that we like to incorporate with all of our clients to make sure that they're having a post-workout protein shake, again, in order to help to burn that much more body fat after the fact. And again, like I explained to you earlier on, that used to be a big myth. You have to have this huge meal of protein after you work out. Otherwise, that's it. The workout you did was a waste. That's a myth, but there is some truth to it. With the whole saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. So, you do need to help rebuild the rebuilding process. So you do need to put ample amino acids into your bloodstream. Your body did break down. Your body needs protein to recover. So giving it immediately after workout is going to be beneficial. And again, like I said, if you have a sensitive stomach, or maybe the workout was hard today, maybe you're not hungry post-workout, at least having that protein shake immediately after a workout you'll give your body those amino acids it needs to help rebuild muscle and to burn off more body fat, as that is the ultimate goal. Again, all this has to be encompassed in the fact that you are eating less calories than you're burning, meaning that if you're just having protein shakes after your workout and you don't know how many calories you're taking in, you don't know how much protein you're having, how much carbs, how much fat, it's kind of like a waste, because even though you may be doing the right thing, if you're over consuming, your body's gonna put on body fat. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It's just gonna keep putting on body fat, and that's not good. So if you wanna burn body fat, and this is what a pound of body fat looks like, okay, you have to make sure that you're tracking your calories, that you're exercising with free weights religiously a couple times a week, and that you're making sure that you're eating ample amounts of protein. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be protein powder, okay, but it should be some form of protein that's easy to digest, and that's why I always recommend protein. So I have protein, typically I usually have protein 3 times a day. I have it once in the morning when I first wake up, I have it post-workout, and then I will have it right before bed. And I've made that video showing you guys exactly what I have at night before bed. I usually make like a protein lava cake brownie thing, and I'm actually getting really good at perfecting that recipe even more than I was before. So the little trick, I put protein powder in a container, I put a tablespoon of dark chocolate, like the powdered one, the cocoa. I put 5 grams of that, put 2 grams of baking soda. I mash up a banana and I just keep mixing it until it gets really, really mushy. Put it in the microwave like 45, 50 seconds, and it makes like a good lava cake. So that's just something I do. So I typically get whey protein powder 3 times a day. Again, it's just easy for me to digest. It helps me hit my protein goals, and it just makes it convenient. And that's one of the major things. Protein, most people don't consume enough protein for their goals, and protein is going to be the hardest thing to get in. So hopefully that little tip helped. Hopefully it allows you guys to burn more body fat, to burn 3 times as much body fat. Because trust me, I've trained people before. I've had people come in for a workout, and they're so exhausted from the workout, they don't eat anything. It's 2 hours later, and they go and get pizza. And it just happens that you just get ravenous, you get so hungry after a workout, and if you don't fulfill what your body needs post-workout, you're going to go for options that aren't optimal. And then that's going to put more of this on. And then you're going to get more frustrated, and it's a huge cycle that happens. A huge cycle. But this is why you have to drill down these habits, make them an everyday type of a thing, and make all of this a lifestyle, because that's what's going to lead to permanent fat loss. All right, guys, hopefully this episode helped you. If it did, remember, comment below and let me know what you do post-workout to burn more body fat, okay? And make sure that you subscribe after this, okay? So you don't miss an episode. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon.